Welcome back, everyone. It's the Bourbon Judge. Hey, we're going to dive into today the top 7 whiskey brands that I'm interested in seeing what they're going to do in 2022. By the way, these are in no particular order, so when I rank them like 1 through 7, it's not in order of importance. It's just the first one I grab. But before we get started, real quick, check me out this Tuesday, so 2 days from now, on January 25th at 8 p.m. Eastern for my first ever live stream. Looking forward to it. Some special guests as well. Some prizes. We're going to have a blast. But let's go ahead and get started with the top 7 whiskey brands that the Bourbon Judge is interested in seeing what they're going to do in 2022. So these are all up-and-coming distilleries and or just whiskey brands as a whole that have been doing some really great things in the whiskey world. So I'm really looking forward to see what they're going to do in 2022. All right, I'm going to tell you the reason why I picked each one as well. All right, let's go ahead and start off with the first one. Actually, I was not there not too long ago, actually, for just a quick tour of the distillery. So Sagamore Spirits. So I will say I'm a real big fan of Sagamore. They have, number one, the reason why I like these guys, number one, very affordable, extremely affordable, easy to find. You can find them online, multiple different places. They have a ton of different, let's call them barrel finishes. They have like a cognac, a port. This one here is a Brewer Select, so a straight rye whiskey finished in rye ale barrels. They have, I was actually at the distillery, I picked up a rye that was finished in an apple brandy cask. So much that they're doing in terms of like different finishes. And they are actually in the process of transitioning away from using MGP source rye whiskey to their own. I've actually tried their own rye whiskey and I will say it's pretty darn good. So, hey, I love these guys. Again, MSRP anywhere from like $65 to $85, so affordable and really good quality whiskey day in, day out. And that's number one. The second one I'm going to go ahead and kick off with is Old Elk. Now, I will say, you're like, Bourbon Judge, why Old Elk? Couple reasons. First and foremost, as it says here, Greg Metz, the master distiller. So, I mean, when you say Greg Metz's name in the whiskey world, he's truly an icon in the whiskey world. Former master distiller at MGP. Of course, they are still getting sourcing a lot of their whiskey from MGP while he is distilling and aging their own stuff. But I mean, I've had their wheated bourbon. I've had an Armagnac cash finish. This one here, a straight rye whiskey. Everything that Greg Metz touched as it relates to whiskey is always just absolutely amazing. Also, again, affordable, and you're starting to see it in more and more places. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Greg is going to do in 2022. That's the reason why I'm picking Old Elk as definitely a whiskey brand to look out for in 2022. Let's see what Greg does this year. All right, 2 down, folks, 5 to go. All right, number 3, Nulu. So Nulu. Now, this is the also a rye whiskey. Wow, I've had 3 ryes in a row. That was not planned. But no, seriously though. But Nulu as a whole, again, they are sourcing their whiskey. They are distilling it right now themselves, but as we all know, it takes time for it to age and so forth. So with Nulu, they are sourcing their whiskey. Typically, each and every batch is a single barrel store pick. Every one that I've ever had, from the apple brandy to just a standard, barrel strength bourbon, always fantastic quality, affordable. I've never seen Nulu for more than $65 to $85 range. So again, also very affordable. Really looking forward to seeing what they're going to do in 2022. Hoping that they're going to continue to expand in multiple states. So definitely be on the lookout for Nulu for the bourbons and the ryes. All right, coming number 4. So now this is slightly different. So the reason why you're going to say, well, Bourbon Judge, what does it even mean? This brand or this distillery, I'm putting them on the map. They're small batch bourbon, they're small batch rye, fantastic, really, really good. But they have their own distillery single barrel picks, and they have a couple going each and every time. Now they're a little bit more on the pricier side, typically anywhere from like $100 to $125, kind of depends. But hands down, they are the absolutely best distillery single barrel picks that you will ever see out there on the market, at least in my opinion. Every time I go to Kentucky, I always make sure I go to the distillery and grab at least 1 or 2 of their various different single barrels that they have. My good friends at Peerless. So I can't remember if this was from 2020 or 2021, but this was the Bourbon Cowboy. This bottle was absolutely amazing, but I have other bottles, other single barrel bottles from Peerless as well that are also equally good. Their distillery only picks the single barrels. OMG. OMG. I mean, they are truly just that damn good. Hey, real quick before I dive into the last three quick easy favors. Number one, hit the like button. Number two, drop me a comment. Love going back and forth. And last but not least, please make sure you also hit the subscribe button. Also hit the bell so you get the notification each and every time I put out content. All right, so we had 4 down, 3 to go. Let's go with this one right here. Starlight Distillery. So Bourbon Judge, why Starlight? Honestly, I'm personally truly just amazed with the quality of whiskey that Starlight produces. So many different cask finishes, from the sherry, they have the cigar blend or cigar batch, they have like their own version of it, which is also a very unique but a great quality whiskey. They have the bourbon and the rye finish in honey barrels. So many different ones. This one here is the actual double oaked. Starlight, Starlight, Starlight. I can't wait myself personally to visit the Starlight Distillery. Can't wait to get there. I know a lot of my patrons have been there, and like Bourbon Judge, you have to take a tour. It's absolutely amazing. So trust and believe, I will be at Starlight in 2022. I'll see you all soon. All right, the last two. All right, these two. All right, very interesting one. So this brand out of the state of Michigan. Yes, I said that right. The state of Michigan. The rye whiskey was actually the #1 barrel strength rye of 2021 for one of my patrons. So one of my patrons, they have their own YouTube channel. Check out my good friends Todd and Andy at 21090. Todd and Andy, super cool guys. This was their #1 rye whiskey for 2021. Traverse City Whiskey. So Traverse City was kind enough to send me some samples so I can review it on my channel. I heard so much good things about it from Todd and Andy. I was like, I need to get this on my channel. So the gentlemen over at Traverse City Whiskey, they sent me a couple samples so I can actually review this myself on the channel. Can't wait to dive into it, but I do trust my good friends Todd and Andy, so I can't wait to see how good these are, as well as a lot of the other products that they have out in the market. So Traverse City, Michigan is where it is apparently. We shall see though, we shall see. All right, the last one, coming in number 7. Again, these are not in order, just 7 different whiskey brands I'm really interested in in 2022. I have a lot of friends down in Nashville, and they keep telling me, Bourbon Judge, this company, their whiskey is truly the truth. I'm like, all right, we'll see. So Nashville Barrel Company, also producing some really fantastic quality whiskey, affordable. I've seen it in a few different states, but it's starting to grow, right? Because I haven't seen it in every state, but I've seen it in a few states. I'm starting to see it more and more, so I'm really excited to see what they're going to produce in 2022. Like any other bottle I get, whenever I get a bottle, so Nashville Barrel, again, was kind enough to send me a sample bottle so I can review this on my channel. I always pour a little bit in my affinity bottle. And I'm going to go ahead and get a small little taste of this one right now. I will be reviewing Nashville pretty soon, Traverse City as well pretty soon, and several others of these as well coming up. But these two probably in particular very soon, so check that out for those episodes. Hey, I say this each and every week. Peace, cheers, salute. I appreciate everyone out there. Thank you for watching and supporting the Bourbon Judge. Much love. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Nashville Barrel Company. All right. Let's see how this one really lines up in the courthouse. Peace out, everyone.